Hey, Collective. Hope you guys are doing really well. Oh, wow. Oh, consciousness. Okay, first card out. Barely shuffled at all. All right, guys, getting ready to start your reading. This will be a general collective reading. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest. Also just posted two back-to-back Sagittarius readings. One was really focused on the past, so I did a new one as well right behind it. So both should be uploading or fully uploaded by now, I would think. So moving on to you guys. Oh, I'm also going to get my other water signs. So it's definitely at least Scorpio and Cancer done today. And should be on to my air signs as well by tomorrow. All right. Oh, you got luck here. Oh, look at that. You got luck and chance. What is going on here? Chance as well. What is this reading going to be about? All right. Let me get one of... Oh, here there. Literally right in front of my face. All right. What else? Spirit, let me get one more card here. The Wandering Echo deck. Again, the Magician again. This was actually in Sagittarius reading. That's funny because luck was also in Sagittarius reading. How interesting. I swear I did these cards. And then we have the Fool on the bottom. I want to put this here because I feel... This is interesting. I want you to look at this card because you see how they're just hanging from this moon, right? But it looks like they're facing the moon. You know, maybe trying to decide if they want to make a jump for something. There's freedom on the other side. Obviously, when I see the Fool, that can be about freedom as well, right? Taking chances or leaping before you look, so to speak. I think somebody's really studying. It looks to me like somebody may really be studying or trying to... I don't know, get inspired or look to the moon, maybe even for answers here. We do have the Magician as well. Anyway, let's get into it. This is interesting because immediately what I'm drawn to or what I'm feeling is it's something about someone digging into their consciousness, okay? Someone that's maybe discovering the vastness of their consciousness, their conscious mind. You know, obviously the brain, the mind is so intricate, right? It's so complex and vast even. I feel like someone is, this is interesting what I'm getting. I almost feel like someone's really accessing almost like past memories. It could even be past lives because everything is stored, right? I think someone is remembering a lot at this time. That is what I'm getting here. And honestly, I don't know why I ended up pulling that Fool card, but I really feel like someone here is getting ready or at least thinking about taking some kind of chance here. This could be a person. This could be an actual magician, okay? Or definitely just someone who is trying to manifest what they want. You know, this almost this is some of my work, right? This almost brings me to some kind of this is a lot of the studies that I take on, but someone who is understanding just how expansive we truly are. Okay, I won't get too deep into it, but although that's the way I like to talk, I know that, you know, most people are not here for that, but I do feel like there is a lot of that in terms of the elements. Someone is trying to figure out also how to be more expansive in their life, how to tap into other aspects, okay, of themselves, to be able to operate maybe more efficiently while they're here, or to have the things that they want when they're here. It's so interesting because I don't know why I'm leaning towards money. I see luck. Obviously, that's not all about money, but some reason I'm feeling that way. Someone is trying to create something very new in their life, okay? I feel like someone may be going on a different journey here. This is what I feel. Someone may be ready to pivot away from maybe what they've known, or maybe they already have. Honestly, maybe them leaving something that they've known is creating some kind of change in their life, okay, where they're kind of exploring. You know what? I think when we get taken down sometimes that way, or when we get taken out of our normal pattern, and the first thing we do is we start evaluating, you know, what am I here for? What am I here for? Where am I going? How, you know, how can I make this a better experience? That sort of thing. This is kind of what I'm getting here. And I feel like someone here is definitely getting ready to take some kind of chance here, and maybe take a leap of faith towards the unknown. Even when they're looking up at the moon, and then you see the stars around the moon, the stars, you know, the sky, the universe, very vast. This is someone who is definitely trusting, I feel like, the universe to kind of carry them through whatever this is here. Yeah, this is really interesting. So somebody is getting some insights. Now, obviously, I know there's all kind of programs out there as well. Joe Dispenza and Greg Braden, you know, I mean, so many others, I'm sure. But, you know, those are two that really stand out in my mind quite a bit, and ones that I've studied as well in the past. So I don't know if this is someone who, because obviously with YouTube and with everything out there, I mean, there's so many ways and so much knowledge that are actually even free, a lot of them, to learn how to really kind of tap in here. I do think someone is trying to do the work here. Maybe it's you guys. I mean, hopefully. Maybe so. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, collective. I think I'm going to start with, let's just start with some tarot, I think. Oh, give me 1 second. I apologize. I'm going to lit that. I usually light them and forget they're lit, and then they just burn halfway through it before I'm like, oh, I gotta blow that out for the smoke to start. That's how quick my attention has turned. All right, guys. For my collective spirit, what is this about? Who is this getting ready, or what is this chance about? What is this chance about? Whatever it is, I feel like there is definitely some kind of luck on someone's side here. Okay. Death. Okay, so it's definitely some kind of transformation someone is going through. They know that they're going to have to leave something behind here with this death card in order to have it. And it looks like this person is really trying to let go. Yeah, let go of something here. There's definitely a release that has taken place here. Yeah, look, another card of unexpected changes here. This could be following, look, some kind of financial disaster. Remember I said for some reason I feel like it's about money. Somebody could have some huge losses, and this could be taking them to this exploration, like I said, of I know this is not right. You know, how we begin to question ourselves. I know life should be a little bit easier. Why should there be so many ups and downs? How do I get more so in alignment or on the straight and narrow here? Yeah, so I have a Virgo here. I have a Scorpio. I have a Leo here. So this is a person that I feel like has a lot of inner strength. By the way, okay, I'm saying a person. Obviously, you should know that could be you. I think this is a person that usually has a lot of inner strength here, okay? But maybe, honestly, I feel like this card is upright. So this is definitely someone who's very strong, but I'm feeling like maybe they're confident at this point. Yeah, maybe they're confident at this point about some kind of change that they're getting ready to make here. They don't want to go through this anymore. And honestly, this can also be, obviously this could be a disaster in terms of financially, and I do feel it is, but this could also be a divorce. Okay, that is very much so a family card to me, the Ten of Pentacles. So it could also be a divorce, but I feel like whatever it is, it's some kind of huge loss someone had to go through. Okay, it's definitely creating a change. It's definitely creating, it looks like even some kind of spiritual development here, because somebody is definitely looking for answers that are not right here surface level 3D, okay? They're trying to get much more in tune with things because they know, or they understand at a very deep, very fundamental level that that is not the way life has to be. Okay, so Ace of Wands here. Somebody definitely is trying to move towards some kind of new passionate beginning. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries here. Okay, it could be a Queen of Swords, so an Aquarius. or they could be involved as well. So yeah, so definitely not using a lot of emotion here. I feel this is someone who's very astute, someone who is very perceptive as well. Not, you know, like I said, their thoughts are really dominating their feelings at this point, because they're just looking to have the right judgment, make good decisions at this time, okay? This is definitely a very analytical person, a very intelligent person as well. Yeah, look at this. This is, folding on their beliefs. This is so interesting. So whatever they were believing before, okay, this card is very much one about folding on their beliefs, and noticing that it's following the Queen of Swords here. I think somebody has gotten some kind of truth in terms of how they were living, whatever it was they were believing. Like I said, this could be a divorce, this could be financial loss, it could be both, all right? A lot of times the two are intertwined. So it could definitely be both of those. Somebody could have been holding on to beliefs so much and holding on to some kind of patterning so much and being unwilling to let it go. And now it's just kind of, you know, it got flipped upside down anyway, and it's really challenged them. It's challenged their belief systems. It's made them begin to honestly ask questions about what else there is, okay? Yeah, about what else there is and how to pursue it. It's like, how do I get there? You know, I know there's more. How do I get there? I feel like you got somebody that is wide open right now and really trying to manifest in a different way. And I really think that they're embracing at least some level of spirituality or higher understanding as it relates to it. They know that everything that you see right here in the 3D is not exactly how things are, okay? So it's almost like a more magical, and we did say the Magician, okay? It is definitely a more magical kind of mindset, understanding that there's so much more to what's happening here. So somebody has actually given in to this, okay? They've admitted that way did not work, okay? And it looks to me like they're trying to move in a different direction. Okay, so what is this about? What is this about, Spirit? Okay. Decision. It's about something that, okay, well, again, they've seen the truth in something. Okay, whatever this is about, it's about some lies that were there. Lies were actually exposed to someone. I don't know what the delays are about. Something could have gotten postponed because someone wasn't seeing clearly, or someone was choosing to hang on to something for a long time. It could have been a business deal. It could have been a family deal. Thinking that that was the way to go. It definitely created a lot of indecision, a lot of delays here. But this person now has exposed some kind of lies here. They actually see the truth here. And it looks to me, look at that. Yeah, on top of the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, something here has come to some kind of completion. It's allowed them to complete a cycle. Oh, wow, yeah. I think they're trying to regain any kind of courage or anything like that in inner strength, because this was a big, I think there was a lot of loss here, to be honest with you. There could have been disgrace. Okay, so somebody could have definitely fell from grace in some sense. This person could have actually felt like a failure. Now, if this is something obviously tied around business, y'all will hear me talk about this from time to time, how people attach so much of who they are to what they do, and that's not who you are, that's what you do, okay? And if something goes down, then you just create something new. But so many people attach so much of their identity to that they can feel an immense amount of loss, okay? Some of them never recover, to be honest, but it's going to happen sometimes. And obviously, if it's built on some kind of false foundation, and my feeling is that could very well be what it was here. All right, this person could feel or could have felt like they were at some kind of disadvantage. They may still feel that way. This could also be, and I feel this is more so spirit nudging them to listen. You need to really start evaluating, asking yourself these questions. It's time to take some chances and go for what you really want, move in a direction that is more satisfying to you, regardless of what your patterning has taught you in the past here. You can create whatever it is that you want. This person could have been someone who was either famous or got a lot of recognition or moved up quite fast. They could have honestly been the boss of other people, something like that, where they were held, I feel like, in some kind of, definitely a high standard, but also people just looked up to them. Yeah. This is a person, if you know this person, or this could still be the, you know, someone who's holding back quite a bit here. They could also be holding on to another person. I think due to whatever they had here as well, it could have been some, see, I'm wondering if this was someone who was greedy as well in the past. Okay, maybe they didn't give to a lot of people. Maybe they were just more like material focused. This person could, let me see what this is about, because I'm getting a very possessive vibe with this as well, but I don't know why. Oh, yeah. This is a person that, okay, yeah. This person was all focused, I think, about their material and about, they may have actually stayed in something for a long time based on finances, to be honest with you, and lack of emotion here, because I'm seeing there's not a lot here. I think it was all about show. I mean, I see the Page of Cups here in reverse. That definitely shows me some kind of childhood issues, okay? So definitely somebody who could have a lot of wounds and stuff like that. Maybe they didn't grow up with a lot. Maybe that's why they're that way. Or maybe, you know, they grew up in abuse or something like that, so they feel like they have to flex in some sense, right? To look like, because again, it's that identity being connected to something else, right? It's fake, but you know, a lot of people think it's real, so they go with it. It's something along those lines, but now everything has really kind of crashed down around them is what I'm getting. Yeah, and it's impacting them definitely financially and in what they have. They may not be feeling very stable at this time, but it has started some kind of awakening process. So in that respect, that's a very beautiful thing. I definitely think somebody here is starting over. Yeah. So this could be somebody, listen, I don't want to go into a love situation, but I feel like I'm going here because I think you're going to know about it, or you may cross paths with this person here. If someone here had held back on you in the past here as well, wasn't offering anything here, I think they've fallen on a lot of hard times here. This person may be trying to return to you in some way, okay? Trying to come back around in some way. To be honest, sadly, I feel like they could actually use a friend, but I also feel like they're going through a stark period here of growth as well, and it's necessary. It's definitely necessary. What else, Spirit? What else can you tell me? Who is this person? Let me see who this person is for you guys. Let me see who else I have up here. Let's see, I had Leo again. I have Aquarius. I have all the fixed signs here. I have Leo again. I have Capricorn, Pisces, and then Sag on the end. All right. Who is this person, Spirit, for the collective? Oh, okay. Somebody who could be very empathic. Okay, we have a Queen of Cups energy here. So it could be you guys. It could be this other person, whomever. So you could be dealing with a Cancer here. But it's going to be a person who has very sincere feelings. Generally, okay, they may very well keep them to themselves, but they have a very, very deep feelings, okay? It could definitely be someone who's highly intuitive, very nurturing as well. Person could be, I don't know if they're in the teaching industry or something where they have to maybe even help other people in some way and provide I don't know why I say counsel or solutions for other people. Yeah. They know that they've been very reckless here. They know that they have a sense of maybe feeling like a fool, to be honest with you, just based on their past behavior here. Somebody's definitely using some poor judgment or has used some poor judgment here. I feel like they took a big risk with something and obviously it kind of blew up in their face. It could have been about some kind of Again, if we go into the past, this could have been something about getting married. Okay, this could have definitely been about a marriage or something more conventional, following a much more conventional path. But look, starting out, we know this person is highly intuitive. All right, so even though they may have been following some kind of pattern in here, they may have also felt like it was not, something was off. Do you see what I'm saying? They went about it the wrong way. I don't feel like this person had a lot of their heart chakra that was invested before. That's what I get. Could have also been around religion, honestly, but I don't know. I just feel like it may be a combination of some patterning here. You know, grow up, maybe get married, stick with that person even if you don't love them. That's what marriage is. God only knows. You know, go to this church, don't do that, you know, whatever. I think everything's been kind of challenged for them at this point, yeah. And now they're looking at their investment over here. And honestly, now I'm looking at this card almost like looking over here at what has been lost. That's not usually how I look at it. It's almost like where I've been investing, what's actually been lost here. Okay, so this card can sometimes be one about rewards or harvest here. Okay, but I see them over here with their one pentacle. And maybe that's kind of what they're walking away from. I think things have been turned upside down for this person, but I do see someone that is eager to make some kind of passionate new start here. But they're in some kind of development stage is what I'm feeling. Yeah. See, look at that. I mean, this is just telling me the story of who this person is to you. This person had a fear of moving on. Okay, I think because they definitely weren't balanced between heart and head here. That's very clear here. This person could have came across a bit ruthless, honestly, very selfish. All right, someone who cared about themselves. All right, mostly. I don't know that they even, to be honest with you, they could have even acquired some things in a corrupt way. So if this is somebody that you know, you may also know them as someone who could have come across a bit cold to you before, detached to you, only kind of out for themselves. I think they had some kind of fear of moving on in the past here. Okay, which created a lot of stagnation in their life. So although this person was coming across this way, it was because they were so in their head. They weren't even in their heart, because that part seems to scare them in some way. All right, so they may have become very stagnant within their situation. And as per usual, I think the divine had to step in and just let everything fall apart. All right, somebody is definitely looking for a different way at this time. It could have been, I feel like the stagnation has been there for a while. So let's see, what is this card? Oh yeah. Has been there for a while, and now maybe somebody has reached some kind of clarity here. We have more Aquarius energy. Let me see what I have on the top here. I already said Cancer. Okay. Also have some Aries here. Taurus again. More Libra. Wow. And Pisces. And Aquarius again. So yeah, somebody has gotten some kind of clarity here, and they're developing some kind of new plan. Okay. I would say to this person, I don't know if this is you or them, but there's a real need here to get, I mean, it's good to be in your head, but you also need to make sure that you are, you know, we have a heart too, and it's very essential to how we grow and also how we create, honestly. Yeah. Look at this. They've received some kind of clarity. They're escaping something here. They're moving on to some kind of freedom. They're finally releasing something that they were afraid to release before. There was definitely a fear to move on. So I'm wondering if they've been doing some of this work prior to this kind of stuff happening here. Yeah, look. Now, I don't know if they're looking for a reunion here. This could be a friend of yours. Okay, that is definitely a card about friendship here. Or this could be that they're escaping. This could have been some kind of, you know, friendship, family kind of dynamic here that they're actually leaving behind. It could have also been a wedding or I'm sorry, some kind of partnership as well that they're leaving behind as well. Whatever it is, they're willing to release this, okay, because I think it's brought them, yeah, look, they're releasing it. All right, they're coming to some kind of ending here. It could have brought them a lot of betrayal here. I don't know how they actually ended up losing their money or maybe even their family here, but there could have been there could be a lot of bitterness in this situation. It's definitely a big collapse. It's a breakdown, all right? This person may have felt like they were at rock bottom. Yeah, look at that. It could have been with an Empress here in reverse here. So there could have been a lot of insecurity here. All right. Definitely a lack of confidence. Certainly a lack of growth. This person could have made a foolish, yeah, they could have made some kind of foolish decision here to jump into something. All right. Or maybe they were in something for a while. I'm not really sure that they didn't leave. This is someone who is highly codependent, this Empress in reverse. But definitely there's just a lack of growth here. All right. Somebody here could have very overbearing tendencies as well that created a lot of disharmony as well in the union. Maybe that's why somebody here felt like they could not operate, like it's all about this, because maybe they felt like love is not real, like they were not operating. I'm telling you, from a heart perspective, you barely see any cups here whatsoever. Somebody's getting ready to try their luck at something else. They're getting ready to take a chance. I feel like it will be lucky here, but I think it requires them to jump. Okay, they've been looking for answers. They've been studying, is what I'm feeling here, for answers. They've been searching through their consciousness here for answers so that they can manifest something better in their life. And I feel like a corner is being turned, but it's coming after very difficult lessons that they had to have, all right, to have this restart and to restart better, okay? Because what they were doing before was not working. All right, so what is the outcome here, Spirit? An outcome for this person, please. Yeah. All right, the outcome is, see, the wheel is turning for them. But it's turning because they've made the decision as well. All right, they knew that something had to change. So this is a person that's definitely doing the work. So if this is you, kudos. I mean, because you're willing to do the work, because you're coming from an honest place, things are actually turning here. All right. Yeah, look, you can't make it up. Positivity, freedom, success, optimism. All right. They're moving towards a happier time. It could be illuminating a happier time for them, following a time where they had lack of enthusiasm, where there could have been some sadness, okay, even some depression. Yeah, look at this. Yeah. This is taking a lot of patience here, and it may continue to take patience here because, like I said, somebody is definitely in a growth cycle here. This does not happen overnight. Anybody knows that that's been doing their work, but every step feels better. All right, every time there's a little piece of growth, or we take ourselves to that place where we feel like we're just, I don't know, just in kind of receiving mode, we feel better. You know, for me, it was about just being quiet, just really being in tune with things again, without all the chatter. I mean, you feel like that's progress. And so it's step by step. This person is healing, is what I feel. They're still in a healing stage here. I think they're just trying to be very patient here and kind of trusting the process here. If they're working, they could be working very methodically as well. Yeah, look, this is wonderful. Yeah, because they are, I think, stepping into some sense of sovereignty here. Okay, so they've been trying to really build upon their own independence here. All right, and maybe they're doing that. Maybe they have officially gotten sovereign from another situation here where they're working on their own. This is very much so a card of independence as well. But it's been a process, okay? So I don't know how long it's been, but I do know that this person is really looking within quite heavily to get some new answers in their life because they don't like what they were working with before. Yeah, look at this. Definitely healing. All right, definitely healing, definitely a lot of hope here, I think, for the future here. Someone could be feeling inspired about the changes that they're seeing internally. This is a big renewal for someone here that was living, I feel like, and from a place of kind of fallacy before. It just seems like there was a bunch of false stuff around them, false belief systems, and false people, to be quite honest. Okay, let's get some of these cards. See if we can break it down a little bit more. Money. Yeah. Money. And honestly, that could have been the situation before. I think somebody is really working on their money right here. We also saw that here with the 9 of Pentacles. It's been like a slow brooding process to kind of get there, but they're starting to feel much more hopeful about their independence. Maybe they stayed in something for a long time. Maybe they were completely codependent for a long time, but now things are really beginning to change for someone here. So I think money is going to be coming in for this person, or they're going to start finding whatever they're shifting here, whatever they're changing, as they're becoming more in alignment, that they're going to be getting more money here. Definitely a lot more joy here is what I'm feeling as well. A lot more happiness. I do feel someone was in a hell of a place where they weren't feeling a lot of happiness. I think it was more systematic, if you will. Okay, it's almost like I get up, I go to work, I'm in this routine, right? But I'm failing to be able to feel my way through life. Okay, I don't think they were doing a lot of feeling their way through life. Maybe they're beginning to feel joyful again, or this could definitely be coming up. Yeah, look, speaking of not feeling your way through life, you got melancholy. They're coming out of that, moving into a state of joy here. All right, it's great because they've actually lost a lot is what I feel. But you can see how they're kind of reinventing themselves as well. All right. I have a card here of a child that can indicate to me that, I don't know if this is a person with a child, or this could also be telling me this is about the new generally. Okay. So I don't know if they have a child or bringing a child with them, or maybe they're having a child. I don't know. But it could also be surrounding some kind of new beginning, bringing in the new in some sense, or maybe they're melancholy too about a child. So although they're moving forward, they're gaining money in this way, they're feeling joyful, they could also be feeling melancholy here about some kind of child as well. Now this could be a friend of yours. Okay, someone who honestly was living life a bit frivolously before. We already saw that. That could also be how they lost everything. They're just kind of very scattered and just treated everything like kind of a joke. They weren't very tapped into their heart chakra. I'm just going to tell you. It could also be a family member. It says friend, but it could definitely be a family member as well. Or an ex-lover even for that. Yeah, see, they had to be taken here to a state. I told you, they weren't happy. They were taken to a state of despair here, okay, because they lost everything. And so you're watching someone actually climb out of the trenches here to build themselves back up, but in a new way, in a beautiful way. Somebody here, I don't know if they lost, okay, I hate to say they lost a child, but that almost flew out of my mouth. So they could have very well done that. Maybe that was part of the despair as well. That could have been the start of something going downhill too. Yeah, I don't know if that is the case, or if they lost maybe even just custody, but okay. Oh, wow. Prison. Okay. Okay, well, maybe this is what happened here. Maybe this is what's caused all of this. I said the greed and they didn't come by it in the right way. Maybe someone here actually lost their freedom too. Okay, maybe that's why all of this despair has been here. Maybe someone has been, yeah, they could have lost their freedom as well and had to really come out and kind of rebuild everything here. So if someone did jail time, this card literally says prison. I don't think there's one for jail, but if they did jail time, or obviously prison's more serious, you know, it could have been more difficult. They could have lost a lot. They definitely could have lost some kind of custody here. Could have lost a lot of money as well because they were being so frivolous in their life with their business dealings and how they were acquiring or accumulating this money probably. I don't think this person definitely wasn't happy within their life is what I feel here. So they could have definitely also been facing some kind of prison time, but I feel like someone was locked up even temporarily or facing some kind of charges here. Something may have been, this may have been what really woke a person up. Yeah. And they did this very, whatever it was, there was some constancy in this is what I'm feeling. Look at this consolation, though. This person's been praying for some kind of consolation here. You notice there's there's definitely an angel up here that they're praying to, right? I'm sure they're praying to God, but there's an angel over them as well, maybe asking for some kind of consolation in this situation, okay? Because they were in such despair here. I just noticed I laid that on the child, too. I'm telling you, there's something to that here. The card in the bottom says service. I don't know if this person's in some kind of sales or had something to do. I do think that they lost everything. That's what I feel. Whoever this is, they lost everything. So yeah, they could have been married here. That's also sitting. So I have consolation. I have the wife here, and then I have a child as well. So they're looking to be consoled because they lost everything, and they had to rebuild. That's what I see. They had to rebuild, but I do see there's been a lot of healing through this. This could have been a long time. It could have taken a long time for someone here. Yeah, look. But it's finally, there's the Death card as well. And then Fortune, and then I see Wedding, but it's actually in reverse here. Yeah. So I definitely think this was tied to, somebody could have lost their family. They could have actually lost someone. We do have a wife and a child here. Okay, that may have put someone in despair. They may have went down a bit of a dark road, or they may have already went down or been going down that road, been all about their money. And then, you know, things just, they got caught up here. I definitely feel there could have been some kind, even if it was just being sued, legal matters or something like this, but this basically says prison here. All right, it definitely puts someone in despair here. You can see them praying here for some kind of change, and I think that that is exactly what happened here. Whatever took place, this person definitely started going within and looking for a lot of answers. Now, if they were in prison, of course, they had plenty of time to do that, but I think it just took losing everything for them to actually go within and start to question this. Okay, this person is now, I feel like, building themselves back up, and it's been a very slow, brooding process here, and it's feeling very hopeful about where they're at. Okay, so this is definitely a story about resilience. Okay, after a very, very large fall, but I think somebody's coming out of it, because that Nine of Pentacles gives me a lot of hope here, along with the Star card. Okay, this is definitely someone who's done this. They become sovereign on their own. They become independent on their own. They definitely stayed in something way longer than they should have, because they were there's a fear here of change, of moving on, of going against the grain, even, so to speak. And now this person has evolved in a sense, okay, and is looking for different ways. And because they're embracing that to some degree, they're moving back up. And I think they're about to take some kind of chance on something. Actually, I think I'm going to end it right there. I might do an extension to this reading and see where it's going moving forward, and see what the chances on. Right now, though, I see such a very strong message about someone who's made a comeback, and I love that. So I'm going to leave it right there for now, okay? And we'll see about doing a continuation for you guys. Okay, I will see you guys soon. Bye.